Hello everybody, I'm the Golden One, and welcome to Witches and Warlocks, or I guess I should say, welcome to the Golden One's Valentine's Week for Lonely Gamers, where I, the Golden One, will be playing 5 to 7 dating sims and seeing how far I can get in them in an hour, and or if I can actually finish them, and if I can get lucky. Not as in laid, but the relationship. And today I'm playing Witches and Warlocks, a free dating sim game that I think is in the same vein as Monster Prom, where you have a specific amount of time. I think it's 7 days in this before you get kicked. In this one, you have 7 days before you get kicked out of the school, and in that 7 days you have to try to hook up with one of these 4 people. And I think I already know who I'm gonna go with. This is the cute vampire girl over here. She's pretty cute. And so let's get started. This is a free game. I think the full free version. I think it's in early access. Oh, wait, can you change your name? Oh, I can change your name. What's our name be? I look like a witch, so how about Witchy? Witty. Our name is Witty. Witty Night Shift. Oh, I could be a dude or a girl. Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was just a girl. A voice. I should have a haircut. Holy shit! This is some pretty good customization. I think I'm just Witty, so I think white hair would fit. Let's go with tan skin, just because we don't have enough tan characters in video games ever. Also, despite what you can't see because my light makes me whiter, I am Hispanic and tan-ish. Let's go she. We'll just looks cute. It's love, love, love that makes the world go round, round, round. We are a journey to trying to attract somebody has begun. Another flawless night. Once again, love is triumphant. All thanks to weeks of dedicated hard work of yours truly, the incomparable, the one, the only, Witty Nightshade. Da-dee-da, it's love, 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 da-dee-da. Tonight, two souls have been searching their entire afterlives for each other. Oh, they're dead. Have found one another at last. Tonight, two hearts that used to be lonely are beating as one, all thanks to me. That's what it's called? Dwimmermere High? Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to say. The only match. Oh, I was gonna say. She's probably the only one. Oh, you beat me to it 0. A blue skin apparition steps out of the wall right in front. Oh. That was scared the shit out of me too. Jump back, lose my Valentine. Follow, bro. No. Woody. You look like you've seen a ghost. Well, I mean. It's like a vampire ghost. Oh, can vampires have ghosts? I thought they were like undead already. Oh. Oh yeah? I would have. The apparition hovering a few inches above the pavement is 0. My poltergeist classmate and childhood friend. Oh. A snicker has obvious jab. He was quite the natural born talent for it. You're looking as strict and frowny and scary at too many ends as ever, 0. Where have you been? I was waiting all night. Why don't you smile more often? You look sweeter than candy corn when you smile. Oh, he does not like that. Everybody disapproved. Looks like Zero won't be showing me that sweet side of his smile of his tonight. Anyway, I have actually been busy on a very important errand. You were just out matchmaking again. Of course. I was out matchmaking. When evil comes knocking, whether due to external forces or a certain summoning incident in the lab, that we were not going to bring up for yet the 100th time, 0. I must quell the beast fighting its one true love. After all, I am the one and only Witty Nightshade. Da da da! Best matchmaker in Dwimmermere High. Again, da da dummy. Ooh, savage, dude. 0 with like the insults of the decade here. You're the only matchmaker in Dwimmermere High. Actually, I'm so super at matchmaking, no one dares to compete against Wonderful Me, or no one really cares enough to compete against you. But, oh, the disapproval. Zero brings his hands together slowly and horribly in 1, 2, 3 sarcastic claps. May one inquire if the one and only Witty Nightshade found any time between helping the undead find love and romancing evil spirits to study for. Ooh. What exams? I don't know, no exams. Yes, exams. Oh, of course I have, silly. They're promptly bookmarked on my calendar. I just haven't had the time to really buckle down with a good witch's brew and spellbook. But I will. Oh, sarcastic ha ha ha. Folding his arms, Zero smirked at me with a rather sardonic glint in his ruby eyes. Well, pray, does Legan comparable with Nightshade think her exams are? Isn't Halloween? I'm sure I have much more time than you think. Witty, when do you think is Halloween? Halloween is a certain day on the witch's calendar. However, these days I've been so busy with matchmaking an evil spirit. Every day seems just like the other. Oh man, this quarantine, same thing. Gotta say for certain the last time I looked at my day planner, but it couldn't have been that long. Halloween is 2 months, maybe 3, or maybe 4. Halloween is next week. Oh, ooh, Witty. Oh, poor sweet Witty. You've messed up. I don't know which is more terrifying, the way Zero is glaring at me or what he just shouted. Next week? Next week. Halloween? Yes, Witty, I cannot believe you forgot about your exams, much less Halloween. Oh, Witty. But Zero, a lot has happened since the start of the semester, and you know my memory has a tendency to be fickle. On the first week, I almost got tangled up in a mistaken identity crisis with a corpse bride. Thankfully, he was understanding once I matched him up with the undead body of his dreams. Not long after, an evil spirit tried to banish me for getting his mom a hot date. And then, must I mention, a certain summoning incident in the lab that is still not up for discussion. Your size, what? Did you summon Cthulhu or something? What the fuck? Remember, isn't bad. It's selective. I throw my hands up and surrender at his comments. Something I said was going to break down his walls when he gets like this. I don't even know what the exams are about. Exams will be a series of magical obstacle courses. You need to use magic spells. You were supposed to have learned this year. So, oh, you like the glow spell? Yes. I remember Miss Magwitch cast glow in her first classes. The demonstration was absolutely dazzling. Yes, about the exams. Maybe I can cast it too and dazzle the examiners into passing me. The wonderful matchmaker of Bloomer High, yeah! How did she do it? Let me try. Glow! I waved my hands grandly, the way I remember Miss Magwitch doing. Lights, come on, glow! Not glimmer. Sarah, can you give me a hint as to why I can't cast glow? Because you're a witch, and only true sorcerers can cast spells purely by magic. Witches like yourself must use potions to cast spells. Oh, why don't you know you're a witch? Why don't you know that? This is basic knowledge. Have you slept through classes through the whole semester? A shivers grin spread across my face before I can stop it. Maybe. I've been staying up pretty late. Unless you study properly from now on, you're going to fail your exams and be expelled from being a witch who can't cast one single spell. Will they really expel me just because I can't cast a single... They're looking at me in that horrible way of his. You'd be the one only witch in the entire history of Dwemer High to be unable to cast even a single spell. Being expelled is far-fetched. Think about that for a moment. Sarah, help me. Teach me the spellcasting witch. Let me think about it. Nope. Oh, wow. You're supposed to be my best childhood friend. Why won't you help me? That's a little rude. Every night for the last 2 months, between all the ghouling around and excessive matchmaking, I kept warning you to prepare for the exams. But did you ever listen? But Zero, you try to listen to anything while being excessively haunted by an evil spirit. You said the summoning spirit incident was not for discussion. Oh. Oh, fuck, Witty. Oh, he got you. Oh, he got you hard. So did you ever listen to me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't use that puppy dog. That won't work this time. Oh, why not? But you're the only one in the world who can save me, Zero. You're so cool and knowledgeable, and I know you're always looking out for me. I'm not. Oh. I let my shoulders droop. I understand. After all, you've done so much already. I'm harder than ever before. These next 7 days. And if it still isn't enough, we never see each other again after I expelled next week, then I'll miss you, Zero. My dearest friend. I give Zero a sad smile, then turn to limp tragically away. 3, 2, 1. Wait. Zero? I guess I have no choice but to help you once more. But don't count on it ever happening again. Really, you will? Thanks, Zero. I spin exuberantly, celebrating my little victory, and throw my hands around them. They slip through them as usual. Hey, I'll take me ages to form myself if I get disintegrated so close to dawn. Oh, sorry, I'm so happy I can't help it. You're the best, Zero. So stop. This isn't much time left before daybreak, and you need all the help you can get. Pay attention. I'm going to explain spellcasting and potions for witches just this once. Okay. Your day is divided in 3 segments: early dawn, crimson dusk, and witching hour. Okay. You can pick an activity to spend your time with during each day's segment in the activity menu. Make potions, learn spell, part-time job will advance your time to the next segment. And dawn is coming. Oh, what's the matter with? You look so ephemeral and fragile now, as if the slightest wind could whisk you away. That's because the sun is nearly up. That's how it is for poltergeists and me. Soon for life to only walk the night. Thank you for helping me tonight, and well, for everything. I, for one, would prefer if you didn't get yourself expelled, if that makes a difference. If it isn't how transparent he was becoming, I could almost swear his cheeks are a tinge brighter than before. What would a blushing blue person look like? Like, would it still be red? Silently smiling his elusive sweet smile, Zero fades away with the onset of the day. Zero, I promise, I'll work hard. Pass the Halloween exam, make you proud of me. I will, I swear it. So where's the dating come in? That was the dating sim. Windows in my house are brightly lit, and when I try to open the door, it swings in more with ease. Which means... Damien, I'm home.
Welcome home.
I have a butler? Oh, housemate. Shuffling down the stairs, welcoming me with their shy smile. Oh, my house. Oh, tonight didn't go well. The worst. Tonight was just dreadful. I can try, but I don't know if... You see, matchmaking isn't my forte, and, you never needed any help before, so... Not matchmaking, of course. I don't need any help with matchmaking. Yeah, you've said that multiple times. Is there competition? Wait, no, there isn't. Well, I mean, unless someone sets up, I don't think it's gonna be much of a problem. Studying. I get myself a fright thinking about the possibility that I might be expelled from school. Did you know the exams are on Halloween, which happens to be next week? Of course. Everyone does. Hang on. Don't tell me you just found out. I look at them teary-eyed. Oh dear. This is the most opportune moment to ask. As Damien must be busy with their own studies too. But I gave Zero a promise. I intend to do everything I can to keep it. And studying together is more fun anyways. The most dependable and studious friend I have. You're my only hope. Help me, Damien. You're my only hope. My housemate looks both embarrassed yet happy at the same time. And that's how I knew I had them exactly where I wanted them. Really, I am. If I crammed these books all by myself, I'd probably end up setting them on fire, then catch myself on fire, then die miserably. You've got to help me. Well, then you can be a poltergeist just like your friend. You've got to help me. You have to help save me from the ultimate demise, please. Maybe hesitates, but only for a second, before nodding, just as I knew they would. I'll try and do what I can to help you, Witty. Yeah, without a moment's notice, I fling my arms around them with a big cheerful hug. You're just gonna hug everybody, aren't you? Careful, I'm not finished in assembling the parts. Everybody at once. Careful not to bump off a limb or two. Try doing maintenance again? Yes, my previous arm was falling off, and when my knees started creaking, so I had to buy new parts from the human shop. The what? Did you get a good price? I think good bargains lately. You can't let Mr. West rip you off. You're his #1 customer after all. Then I give a small, humorous smile. They give me some. Yes, the human shop has an influx of parts that they're selling for cheap because, well, a big pile of human corpses was recently uncovered. Or so much so. What? A big... Is this from the Corona? Did that Mr. West, or did he just genocide a bunch of people? Is that what happened? I'm not sure Mr. West should be trusted. Run away, Witty. Run away fast. That Mr. West is a bit shady, isn't he? Maybe, but the human parts he sells are fresh and cheap, just like his potions. Potions! I snap my fingers both hands at the next step of my master plan. For passing my exam falls into place in my head. That reminds me, I should go to the human shop to buy potions. I'm all out. And I can't cast spells without them. That's a good idea, Woody, but are you sure you can afford it? Whatever do you mean? Aren't you kind of, broke? Oh, yeah, well... You've already spent all your allowance on hosting matchmaking parties, right? Yep, the evil spirit only wanted the most fancy stuff and wouldn't give me a rest unless I complied. Wait, how did you know that? Because yesterday you had to borrow money from me for lunch, and a little extra for the light snack. Oh, pretty. The more I talk about you, the sadder you become. Oh, this is bad, really bad. Even if I do learn enough spells to pass the Halloween exam, it won't do me a lick of good if I don't have the potions I need to cast them. And there's no way I have enough time to concoct all the potions I will need while cramming spells simultaneously. There has to be another... There has to be another. Witty, listen, I have an idea. Tell me, if you need to earn money to buy potions, maybe you can try asking Mr. West at the human shop for a part-time job. Are they hiring? I heard Mr. West needs more hands that are attached to living bodies. I mean, to help out because of that big consignment of corpses the shop received. And with everybody studying, I think you'll have a good chance of getting a job there if you want to, that is. Perfect, I'll head there at once, after you wake up tomorrow. Their sudden shift in tone took me by surprise, to say the least. I put on a good pouty face, but go to bed with you. You look exhausted and you need rest. But I'm serious. If you won't go to bed now, I'm not going to help you. Wow, such a surprisingly assertive threat coming from you. I do what I need to. Alright, I know you mean the best for me. Heading to bed now, my liege. Take an exaggerated bow. And Damien laughs softly, but doesn't leave their spot until I've gone all the way upstairs and into my bed. Wow. Maybe Damien is right. I'm way too sleepy now to apply for part-time jobs if I actually wanted to end up getting hired. My bed looks so soft and warm and inviting. My eyelids suddenly feel like a ton of bricks. Tomorrow I'll work really, really hard. Tomorrow. Darkness takes me gently into its sweet embrace. 8 hours of uninterrupted beauty sleep is the most magical spell in the world. Yeah, if only I can get that. I went to bed last night feeling like a lobotomized zombie with a head stuffed full of decomposing brain matter. Don't all zombies have decomposing brain matter? This morning I stretched out my arms, fully resurrected as a lively and youthful matchmaking genius. The one... Witty Nightshade! I sing haughtily as I bounce down the stairs. Good morning, Witty. You look energetic. I'm energetic. That's why I feel like I can take on anyone, anything. Anyone and anything.
Excellent.
Even Mr. West in the human shop? Aren't you applying for the job at the human shop today? Since you're broke and need money to buy 8 potions? Which you need to cast spells, which you need to pass the exam on Halloween. Oh, no wonder I'm in a good mood. I forgot all about the exams and potions and casting spells and being broke. Now I remember, I count each little terrible to-do list item on my fingers. And my cheery good mood evaporates like the fine mist in the morning sun.
See you later.
I'm late, I have to hurry. See you later, Damien.
Yes.
Good luck with you. I hear Damien call soft behind me as I dash out the house. Good luck, yep, I'm going to need it. Ding, ding, ding. A cracked antique bell chimes as I push open the creaky old door of the human shop. No returns. Oh, great. The best store policy. The shop is empty and silent as an open grave, which meant it isn't open yet. Probably. Looks like it just made it in time.
Hello?
My. It's Carmilla! This is the girl I would want to date, I guess. A cutie has appeared in my parlor. Behind the shop counter sent the little girl, her chin on the edge of her palm. She's eyeing... Oh, she's a little girl. Great. She's eyeing me up like a spider would to a particularly delectable fry. Fly. Herbie, today's produce just arrived. It's just still fresh and being alive and all. Her voice echoed lightly through the shop from somewhere upstairs. An unseen voice hollers back. I'm busy, Camilla. Butcher it yourself. Butcher? Wait, I'm not produce. Really? She set her head pointedly to the side with obvious disregard. I'm quite certain you look like produce to me. I am no mere human. I behold.
The one and only.
Witty Nightshade.
Nightshade, huh? So you're a witch?
Yes. No. Kind of.
Yeah.
You know it. Why haven't I seen you in school before? Is it possible everyone in Dimmermere knows me? How can you be so sure? Because everyone has come to at least one of my famous matchmaking parties, of course. Matchmaking? Oh, you're that Nightshade. Charming girl straightened up and dazzled me with a professional sunny smile. Hello there, my name is Carmilla. How may I assist you today? You see, I'm looking for a job. Now, if you're a witch, you should know you have exams in 1 week's time.
For the last time.
I am a witch. I know I have exams in a week, but I'm kind of really broke. Those gaudy matchmaking surveys must cost a pretty penny. Yes, which means I can't afford to buy potions. Which means you can't cast spells. Which means I won't be able to pass the exams, even if I know how to cast spells. Even if? Even though. Which means... Watch her swiftly calculate my unfortunate circumstances. You'll be the first witch ever to be expelled from Dwemermere High for not being able to cast a single spell. Exactly. I mean, exactly why I don't want to be. Whilst I understand your trials and tribulations, I can't help you. Why? You see, Mr. West, the proprietor of the human shop, already has someone to run the store for him, and you're looking right at her. But I need money. Who doesn't? At this point, I'm a tad desperate and blurt out the first idea that comes to mind. Could I maybe work for you? For me? Yes, for you. Both her eyebrows raised in interest. Yes, so much talent and clever as you shouldn't be working for others. You should have others working for you instead. You mean as a manager? Not simply a manager. Think bigger. Supervisor, director, visionary leader. Sure, I do belong to an ancient and distinguished noble family. Oh no. The common people should serve me, not the other way around. No. Oh, well, good job, Witty. Stroke the noble's ego. Exactly how you get them to do what you want. And I can't believe the proprietor is making a girl as beautiful as you stand behind the counter all the time. Right, I'm wasting away behind this silly counter, aren't I? Definitely. With your brains and your looks, if the proprietor has you out and about, charming the customers, I bet the turnover for the human shop will increase tenfold. Only tenfold? 100-fold! You'd make many excellent points. I like the way you think. See, that would be quite useful to have working for you. Put in a good word for me to the proprietor, please. I'll try, no guarantees. She winks. Herb. Today's Rose wants to work for me, and I like her, can she? Well, work for you, please. Gosh. Her voice is suddenly a sugary sweet that I feel like a diabetic going into cardiac arrest just listening to her. Oh, alright. That means you have to pay her salary and all. Oh, alright. And that means you'll also have to give me a raise. Excuse me? Because I'm her supervisor now, aren't I? You can't pay me the same as her. What? Oh, alright. Girl turns back to me, her hair bouncing lightly against her shoulders. Claps her hands together dramatically. Congratulations on your new job. Was it magic? Of course it is. Vampire magic. It's simply my own, very own brand. A devious little notion strikes me. How did you become so impossibly good at that? Oh, practice makes perfect, you know. You're being way too modest, I'm sure. She pressed her lips against the back of her index finger. Maybe I am. There's a lot of talent involved too, naturally. Can you teach me to teach a witch like me? If I want to, why do you want to why do you want to learn it anyway? I was thinking it might be useful for asking proprietor for a raise. I mean, just for the sake of my Halloween exams. I'd be ever so grateful, Carmilla. After all, you're the only vampire in this world who's intelligent enough to teach me magic in just a week, please? Gives me thoughtfully, tapping the tip of her chin before pausing to give me her final verdict. Oh, alright, it could be you may have some talent for it, too. We shall see. Every day, your character will work part-time and earn money. While working part-time, some events may occur that can be solved using the right magic spell. Solve these events will earn you an extra amount of money. By choosing part-time job, you can work an extra shift. Little witch, witty, da 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 da, the one, the only, la 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 la. Today I found out the proprietor of the human shop is incredibly shady, and a store creeper is a sweet-talking vampire. I also got a job so I can buy potions, and a new friend to teach me riveting vampiric magic, yeah. Put my fist in the air, cheering at the sign of my imminent victory, except not, probably. The Halloween exam is going to be a piece of pumpkin pie. Suspicious noises are coming from the dingy back alley behind the human shop. What's going on? Cautiously, I peek into the decrepit alley. Ah! A mountain of reanimated corpses and body bags crawling its way to the human shop. From the upper floor of the shop comes the sound of metal and glass crushing into the ground. What did you say? Not again! Don't you hurry, Herbie. It's only a delivery for today's produce. She giggles while giving me a twinkling glance. Then Carmilla turns her attention to the hideous monstrosity that just made its way to the door. Leave it out the doorstep as per usual, Lawrence. Okay. The mountain of body bags halts and plunks on the ground. The person who is hauling them straightens up and dusts off his hands. It's a cat boy. A what? How cute, a real life cat boy? I've never seen one up and close before, despite being a witch. So many cats, but no cat boys. Plus you have a really strong cat boy to carry so many body bags all the way to your shop. You must be a really strong cat boy. First of all, I'm not a cat, and second of all, I have a name. Let your pause and say, yeah, cat boy. wave my hands loosely in the air. No, I'm not doing that. And he puts out both his hands on his hips and drops his head before letting out a long sigh. Evidently, my frightening appearance has unhinged your wits with stark terror.
No way.
No way, you don't look frightful at all. Can I give your fluffy ears a poke, Pat? Before or after I bite your hand off. Such a feisty cat boy. Again, not a cat boy. A werewolf. A werewolf where? Right here. The stiff index against his chest. You? Yes, a werewolf, a lichen, a loup-garou. Me. But werewolves are all scary and stuff. Press lightly, at least you can see to my point. But you're not scary at all. You're adorable. Wowie, you're growling again and look like you're one to bite someone's hand off. I do. If you aren't done infuriating me, I will take my leave. With an unutterable dignity, the catboy whips werewolf strides past me, chin high and ears bristling. How strange. I begin to inquisitively stroke my chin. What? Stops mid-stride. You don't like it when someone calls you cute or adorable, do you? Werewolf begins inside his head in circular fashions. So kind of you finally put the piece of care. No. In fact, it makes me temples throb with a vicious fury. I'm sorry, I'll remember not to in the future. Probably. Very good. Hang on, in the future? For sure. Strictly for some reason, apparently only to yourself. We shall have cause for future association. Yep, I want us to become friends. It's not every day I get to be a werewolf and a cute and as scary as intimidating as you. Alright, I'll give you a benefit of the doubt, but just this once. Your name is Lawrence, right? That's what Carmilla called you earlier. Indeed, you have the advantage on me of me. But oh, my name is Witty Nightshade, the one and only. Yes, I know. You know, yes, of course you know. Don't want your services, mind you. I already have too many admirers inquiring after me for a chance to scratch my chin or ruffle my ears. Don't worry, I won't try to set you up with anyone. Good. I'll try to make you teach me magic spells and potions. Wolf was starting to nod when he flung his head in surprise. Let me get straight. You, a witch, are asking me, a werewolf, to teach you how to brew potions. That's right. I see. It's not here that's faulty, but your intellect. Well, sometimes I do wish I went to class occasionally. But what can a werewolf like me teach you, even to a truant witch like yourself? Werewolf, right? That means you're very strong. This is true. I have superhuman senses, and have superhuman senses, and look at scary and intimidating all the time. Correct again. Then teach me spells and potions that will let me be like you. I bet being strong and scary with superhuman senses could help me pass my Halloween exams. Clasp my hands together and shake them up in a pleading fashion. Desperation seemed to be an unfortunate recurring theme of me today. It is possible I can do so. It may be possible you might be able to even learn a thing or two, or if you do. Hip hip hooray! But that doesn't mean I'm going to. What? Why not? What can you possibly offer to make it worth my while? My undying friendship?
No.
Don't need it. Oh. My eternal gratitude? Useless. My premium 24/7 matchmaking service? Good grief, no. Then what would you like? Meat. Lots and lots of meat. Just his arm and folds his thumb behind his head. More meat means less time hauling corpses, and I, for one, would welcome the break to do something as simple as teach a few spells. Meat in exchange for teaching me spells, huh? Okay, all the meat you can eat, or as long as we both shall live. You swear? Pinky promise. Vermont Lunch stands up, but still silent, obviously awed by the generosity of the one and only Witty Nightshade. Alright, I accept your offer. Yay! I return home tired and footsore, but very, very happy. Damien, I'm back! My housemate hurries to greet me, you're looking a lot sprightlier than he did this morning. You finished doing maintenance already? Yes, you were out rather a long time, and I was getting a bit worried. Did everything go well? Everything went fantastically. I got a job and made 2 new friends. All thanks to your idea, Damien. Now I have money for potions and 4 people to help me prepare for the Halloween exams. So I blushed on Stitch's face. Will you tell me, what are your plans for the rest of the day? I gotta get potion first. Make potion. I'll buy potion. Money? Where's the money at? Oh, that's not. Okay, leave. Come again? Make potions. Let's create 2 reds and a blue. Alright, learn spells. Oh, I need purple for her. I should have made purple. I need red for him. I wanted to do her. Okay. Ooh, summon any vampire allied nocturnal. Okay, I'll do it. I'm telling you, the Zombie Hearts is the author's magnum opus. I find a story that's never been made in the history of forever. I'm telling you, it's a load of rubbish. Do we even read the same book? Excuse me, folks. Could you perhaps help me? We both look up at the elderly gentleman and interrupts our debate, which I was totally right about, gesturing towards the haunted sculpture on top shelf. Of course, my dear. I immediately turned to pick up a step stool from behind the counter. Here, let me. There's no need. My adorable little servant will fetch it for me. Grandma puckers her lips and lets out a soft whistle. Sitting as a small group of chittering bats swoop from the tops of the rafter and gather around her, gleefully spinning. She gestures towards the sculpture and the cluster falls upon it in a swarm. They pick up the heavy stone between their little claws and carry it down into Carmilla's way. Oh wow, she can control bats. That's pretty dope. Bats aren't my favorite thing, but they're also, I mean, to summon a bunch of on people are terrified of them. Sounds great. Oh, I feel like I've been here before. I have not played this game before. Did I get something on this before? Here you go. Whatever. Thank you, young lady. As you receive the product, she gives us both a small nod before continuing to browse the store's selection. Whoa, Carmilla, that was amazing! Staring in awe at Carmilla's little posse of bats while they flap around her. One even lands on her shoulder and noses against her cheek. In response, she affectionately pats the top of its head. Well, it's a good thing they probably can't get rabies. She's like a spooky Cinderella. Adorable darlings, no, I love hearing them mill about. Can you talk to them? Indeed I can. It's an inherent skill we vampires have. Being able to communicate with creatures of the night. Essentially, anything that creeps, crawls, and flaps is a close ally. Presses her index finger to her lips and winks. Wow, I didn't see your eyes glow this time, and are you not controlling them? Why would you not at all? I would never control a friend. They are simply creatures that, if created with kindness, will aid us in our daily lives, as simple as well as dangerous situations. We call them your servants. For oomph, my dear. Particular family bat has been bonded to me for generations. They may as well be part of my own blood. We do not subjugate familia. Bats swim closer around her, butting their heads against her arms and hands for pets. She obliges and gently caresses their black fur. Is this something I can learn too? I don't see why not. That is assuming I can feel like teaching you. Huh? She smirks softly over my side and lets her words caress my ears. Apologize for your unsightly, moreover, wrong opinion from earlier, and I perhaps may consider your request. If only to celebrate. Oh wow. Oof. Oh, that's low. I love it. Oh, well, I'm definitely right, but wow, suddenly I was seeing the error in my ways and think you were absolutely right. It was complete rubbish. Oh, is that so? I just don't know how I didn't see it earlier, to be honest. As always, you're so much wiser than me, and oh, so gracious. Please teach me so that I can be like you one day, Lady Carmilla. A little overacted, my dear, but I'll take it. Yeah, she's really kissing your ass, huh? Damn. Though I do remember not to demand services from just anyone. You have a delicate balance in our relationship that we have to uphold, you see. If some outsider started bossing my bats around, I would be obligated to defend them. Huh, I would never. I stared at her wide-eyed and hopeful. Perhaps. I mean, you've been such a great teacher, Camilla. Doubly serious. If I didn't have you showing me magic, I don't think I'd ever be able to learn it. You're brilliant in every way imaginable. Camilla barely suppresses a grin. Oh, well, I suppose I can't deny that I've been the best teacher you've ever had. Probably the only teacher she's ever had. Alright, little witch, I'll teach you how to cast night creatures. New spell acquired. Her ego fed, Camilla spends the next few hours teaching me how to create potions that can summon and communicate with creatures of the night. We start small with a few spiders and slowly move to practicing with our bats. It takes us up the rest of the day at the shop. Yeah, I barely notice that the time has passed until a customer rushes in at the last minute because of course they would. Not like they have any upcoming exams that should spell their impending doom. Could you help me reach that skull on top of the shelf? Of course. Go ahead, my dear. Now's the perfect time to try out your new skill. Spellcast, I whistle a small tune for the bats, just like Camilla showed them. A few flutters over, but they don't even have half the enthusiasm they gave her. Bring me the skull. I pointed up towards the top, and they stare at me. I'm moving. Sweeter doll. Please? Nothing. Pretty, please? Not sure what else to do. I bring a few berries from my lunch and offer it to them. Best simple more, but then hesitantly accept the fruit. I inch towards the shelf, coaxing them along. Eventually, they manage to grab the skull. Not without almost dropping it to the floor, thankfully I stumbled forward in the time, catch it, and hand it to the customer. Here you go. Thanks. Don't worry, everyone's new at some point. After paying for the item, I'm leaving a pity tip for me. Oh, pity tips are the fucking worst. Like when you don't actually do your job well, but they feel bad for you. Oof. With a frown big enough that my bomb flips about. Oh yeah, what did I do wrong? Your approach could have been better, but there's no need to take it personally. I am more familiar with these bats than you are. After all, you'll need to build a much greater relationship with them to gain the same kind of trust they and I have. She pets one of the bats for emphasis, smiling down at her companions all the while. I hold out a finger in response, a single flex down, wraps it around, claws around the middle of them, and hangs up and down. Yeah, I get it. I smile to myself. We'll just have to spend more time together. Today I went to work. Thanks for happening. I earned a good amount of pocket money. Zero, guess what? What? Yes, neither you nor I have time to. Fine, I'll guess. Woohoo! He said to me skeptically. Did you just set the kitchen on fire again, making scrambled eggs? What? Well, did you? No. I see. Then I suppose you must have caused an explosion akin to when you put the wrong ingredient into your potion and burned down your flat. I didn't, jeez. Don't tell me you accidentally summoned a 36-armed tentacle demon again while trying to practice spells. In that case, I'm surely out of possible ideas. With much enthusiasm, I whip out a peace sign and angle it stylishly against my face. Like this? I'm ready to learn the glow spell. I'm assuming that's what she did, right? I remind you the glow spell is the very first spell that Estella taught you at the start of the year. Oh yeah, that's the one. Let's do it. Looks like it only took you 9 months to get ready to learn it. Excellent progress, Witty. At this rate, you'll pass the whole exam with flying colors. You think so, too? It's quite natural to find yourself speechless in front of the witch as brilliant as the one and only Witty Nightshade. I admit, you often reduce me to speechlessness. But I need you to teach me the spell at some point, you know? You're right, we don't have much time for sarcastic banter with each other. Prepare yourself, Witty. I'm going to teach you how to cast Glow. New spell acquired. Glow! My more pure golden brightness flowers in the cusp of my palms. At first it's faint and nebulous, but with each beat of my heart and the light shines more and more radiantly. Did it! I spun around delightfully and find Zero watching me at one of those rare, sweet, wistful smiles of his. Yes, well done, Witty. Oh, it's so cute! He looks like a demon version of Jacob from Fire Emblem Fates. I understand why, but seeing always makes me feel something twist inside my heart. Praise me! I just did. Yeah, okay, praise me more. Maybe I will, if you pass the exams, that is. Aww. Works hard. That depends on you from here on out. The more I look at his smile, the more I find that secret hollow in my heart, twisting more sharply than usual. Turn away from him, I toss the glowing orb up into the evening night sky. That's your turn. Come on, my glow must be feeling lonely up there by itself, with the moon and all the stars to keep it company. They're so far away, Zero, you're right here. Apparently so very quietly that I'm not sure I really did hear it. A soft whisper. For you, Witty. From behind, an orb of azure light floats past, drifting up to join its golden counterpart. Morals call this ghost lights, will-o'-the-wisp. Huh? Every poltergeist can cast a spell. Living ones can cast them for unwary travelers, using light to lure them from the road and perish in the quaking bogs and silent dark ponds. When darkness is already, you find it can be the worst to travel with a light that is unreliable than with no light at all. Zero's voice carries a hint of bitterness with it. I can't help but lean forward and try to put my head on his shoulder. Whoa, hey! Sorry, you know better than to do that. I can't help it, you're my reliable light, Zero. What? Your glowing blue culture is always looking out for me, so you can't blame me for wanting to lean on your shoulder. Well, you can't. You'll fall through and disrupt my form in this process. In the process? Like just now, huh? I greet him, but his smile is somehow nowhere to be found, although his cheeks seem to be tinged with a faint blush. You've learned how to cast glow. Our lesson is over. I'm heading off before you do something stupid again. Zero! He dematerializes in front of me. Feeling a little crestfallen, I set off in the direction of my house. Just when I'm about to leave the field, I pause and look back one last time. The two glowing orbs, gold and blue, are still adrift in the evening sky. The corner of my mouth curl upwards, and I continue my way, my steps lighter than before. Okay. Cool. I guess my character has a crush on Zero. Make potions, buy potions. Oh, yeah, I want to learn all the vampire spells. That's what I'm gonna do. Learn all one. Do I pass? Or do I have to learn multiple? Let's just focus on one and see what happens. I need a purple. I need two. I just need purple. Let's just make potions. Let's make. Oh, three. Okay, so I messed up. Yay! Can't find my books. Da da da. Must be stolen by crooks. Da da da. You probably left them in the bag you lent to your roommate. So, protruding my lips and holding my chin in my hand as I think hard on mentally retracing my steps from not so earlier today. An all-knowing magic nose like you do. Well, you did ask me to teach you magic, didn't you? Yes? Then buckle up, Buttercup. I'll show you how to follow a scent the way I can using the spell scent trick. Do we need potions for it? Yes. I happen to be out of them. Fine, I'm gonna go and help you just once. Thank you, Lawrence. I'll learn the spell another time. Oh. Crawl! Fly! I need to learn fly. Oh, the Wolfman's on my list. Well, I'm gonna crawl up a love that makes the world go round, round, round. I finished classes early today. I didn't have anything else to do except maybe study, so I thought I would head to work a little early. By the time I reached the shop, Carmilla is already approaching the front door. Hey, Carmilla! Oh, you showed up on time, little witch. That's a first. She boops me on the nose and smiles, fangs exposed. What? Hey, I'm always on time. My time. Oh, I suppose I can't argue with that. But there is no point in us speaking out in the cold. Let me just... Von einer Hündin. Huh? Was that German? Oh, I forgot the key at home. Couple hands around their mouth, Camilla calls up to the second story window. Herbie, what do you never ride? Let us in! Wait a few seconds for a response, but nothing happens. Is he even here today? No, I guess not. It's troublesome, but I suppose I have no choice. She sighs heavily and presses her fingertips against the brick wall, then with momentum, Carmilla launches herself upwards. Whoa! It's such a simple movement, but it's really efficient. She wasn't touching the wall. I'd think she was flying. Within seconds, she's at the second story window. Positioning against the windowsill, she taps against it, then unlocks the window and heads in. After a few minutes, the front door swings open. I think I can handle with ease, though it's certainly been a while since I last exerted myself. I gaze in awe at Spider Carmilla. What? I can't even. What was that? You really grabbed the wall and then zoom! I just wildly motioning my hands like a rocket ship, taking off. Carmilla chuckles. That old chick, I'm rather fond of it. I learned it a while back. Oh, the 14th century, or perhaps it was the 15th. Carmilla presses her fingers to her lips in thought, and quickly waves the issue away. Nevertheless, it was quite easy. You simply channel your magic through your fingertips and use crawl. In fact, I may be so inclined to show you how. Really, please, Spider Camilla? Only someone as talented as you could teach me that spell. Look at her with the big, round, begging eyes and pout for good measures. Oh, alright, my sweet. I'll teach you how to cast crawl. New spell acquired. She takes her finger and dainty hand, positioning them against the wall. Camilla then instructs me the method of blasting off. At least she tries to. Crawl. Great, now go. I'm not sure that I can, Camilla. My finger is there. The kind of sort of stuck to the wall. Hang in there. Well, it's more like I'm hanging here, but you're gonna let a little clinginess stand in your way, are you? Don't get discouraged. It's only your first try. Keep going. Carmilla, I really think I'm stuck. Like, stuck. Oh dear, perhaps you're pulling too hard. Think of it like a magnet. You need to. Oh no. I try following her instructions by loosening my grip, but I loosen my grip too much and fall backwards. In panic, I scream my eyes shut. Is this the end of Nightshades? Am I done for? But there are so many couples I haven't matched yet, and so many sweets I haven't tried, and I'm fine. But it doesn't feel like I'm on the ground. I look up and see a pair of violet eyes. Is Carmilla carrying me? Excellent. I was just in time. But that smile. Don't tell me you plan to do that just so you could end up in my embrace. No, of course not. I'm just relieved. Is that so? What a troublesome witch. Alas, I think there's enough practice for now. We still have to set up the shop. Gotta admit, this is definitely useful. Can't count how many times I've forgotten my keys at home. I just need to master it like I've mastered matchmaking. Carmela, this would be a pretty neat trick for burglary, huh? Welcome, eyes. Carmela huffs as she walks inside, still carrying me in her arms. Oh, what are you implying? I would never steal. Strange, you seem to be stealing me right now. This is simply because a certain mischievous little witch may run off if I try again if I let her go. So, Carmela? Do you only use this spell when you forget your keys? Carmela hesitates for a second, and her fangs slightly press against her bottom lip. As I enter the shop, she gently sets me down on top of a nearby chair. Ah, sweet thing. This spell's original purpose was secret liaisons with an individual I was, shall we say, very fond of. Others did not approve of us, but we were able to enjoy each other's company in secret. Oh, a secret rendezvous with just the two of you? How romantic. Yes, I suppose it was. Camilla smiles, touched by a hint of melancholy when she turns away to start working. But if she's distracted, I could... No, bad witty. I could always sneak out to practice climbing on a break. Looking around the human shop, all I can see are couples that should be together. If only I could give them a nudge in the right direction. Aw, this sucks. I have to work when I have such an important higher calling. No, bad way. I have to study. I looked down my open spellbook, which sits on the counter. Mr. West told me I could study here until someone came to the register, and memorizing ingredients should be too hard, right? Let's see. Pumpkin root mixed with cherry eye? What's that? Oh wait, it says walleye. Who decided that learning potions meant reading anyway? All you do is dump a bunch of junk in a pot, so you should be able to wing it. What's the point of studying? They're both the same, aren't they? How's this big? I lift my head and watch Carmela flip between the shelves when she spies the customer. There's a smile curling up on her face, and a glint of something in her eyes. She beelines towards him, then gently places a hand on his back. Oh dear, it's just packaging fingers. Don't make the decision any harder than it has to be. They're both fine products. You'll notice one on the left is dried, while the one on the right is fresh. Any capable mage such as yourself will be able to use it. Still, I'm sure a capable mage such as yourself will use both to its fullest potential. Alright, I'll take both. I knew it. You were something special when I first saw you, darling. Her hand slithers up the customer's back and drapes around his shoulder. Well, pulls him in closer, then dark blush creeps on his neck as he does. But you don't want to put your ingredients in just any old cauldron, do you? You've recently started carrying magical implements, and a miracle worker of your caliber deserves the best of the best. Or am I wrong? Alright, you have a point. You see, I'm making a... This continues for at least a good half hour. My mouse is mesmerized as I watch Camilla direct him around the shop, whispering sweet suggestions in his ear. Eventually, I can't see the customer's face behind the pile of goods in his arms. As I expected, it takes forever to bring everything up when they finally arrive at the counter. Thank you so much for your purchase, doll. Don't be a stranger, you hear? Of course not, Miss Carmilla. I'll be back in a week. No, tomorrow. I'll never go anywhere else. Knew you had a remarkable taste. Thanks again. After the man pays, I watch my mouth hanging as he stumbles off with half the store in tow. There's a sudden gentle pressure on the bottom of my jaw as Carmilla closes it with a finger. Oh, little witch, don't tell me you've fallen for me too. No way, but I think anyone who isn't as powerful as I am would have been falling over themselves by now. You were amazing. But that wasn't all just you, was it? For someone who rarely studies, you've gotten keen intuition. Perhaps you're right, indeed. He liked me just fine, but I may have given him just a teensy nudge. A magical nudge, right? Correct. To elaborate for you, my struggling employee, we vampires have a natural ability to enthrall and hypnotize mortals for a lesser undead, or the lesser undead for our leisure, a spell you may refer to as enthrall. If there's so much as speed of potential for that feeling of flourish, we can smiling she mounts the bloom of a flower with both hands. Up its sprout, so to speak. So you're saying you can instantly make anyone like you? The possibilities soon wreck my brain. Imagine what a distinguished matchmaker like me could do with such a spell like, not quite love. We can't do anything at all against those with indomitable wills such as yourself, nor can we replace genuine feelings of friendship or love, either, for that matter. But enthrall makes friendship easier to imitate, and so I can be a little nice about it. It makes the job and other things much easier, after all. I see, no wonder Mr. West has been singing your praise. Oh, has he now? I suppose I am the best saleswoman, but I'm just here for fun, not like you, my dear. Yes, it's super hard, Carmilla. I wish I was even half as beautiful and talented as you are. She straightens up, places a hand against her cheek, and turns away to hide in her cape collar. Camilla's good at distinguishing out compliments, but she really can't take them. Huh, cute. Oh my, I suppose that you do have potential. Tell you what, you've been poring over the books for hours, so I'll give you a real lesson as a reward for your flattery. I'm at your disposal, my lady. I take an exaggerated bow and grin. She just immediately claps both hands together. Oh, you're so cute, so I can just eat you up. Just don't think I'll go easy on you because of that. Alright, listen up, I'll teach you how to cast Enthrall. We get to work. Camilla points out a page in my bag with a potion. I haven't thought of it, then steers me around the store so I can collect the ingredients myself. I think I gotta learn better by doing this. It's easier to remember what everything is when I'm physically holding it all, as well as being coached by someone else. Brewing takes a while, so Camilla moves around, helping other customers still. She begins to check in on me now and then. At one point, she sees my progress and even nods in satisfaction. And that's everything. Now drink it up, dear. That's the only way it'll work. I work my nose at the smell, like 2 or 3 perfumes that should never mix. But still, pour the potion down my throat. Enthrall. How do you feel? Kind of tingly? Wonderful. That at least sounds correct for another being. Now wait until someone comes in to... Don't worry, I already have someone in mind. Mischievous grin slides across my lips as I call upstairs to Mr. West. Hey, Mr. West! My voice echoes through the shop, but it's something like the one that booms back at me. What? I need a raise! Huh? No way, nobody's... You just started. Get back to work. I blink confusion, then exasperated, I turn back to Carmilla. Huh? What? Why didn't it work? Oh, my poor, sweet student. It's your very first time enthralling. It takes significant practice to make it work on someone like grumpy old Mr. West. You would need to be almost as excellent as moi. Aww. But don't worry your pretty little head one bit, my dear. Carmilla gives me a few short pats on the head, top of the head. The lovely Carmilla will teach you all sorts of things. You'll be rolling in the dough in no time. How does that sound? Great, you really are the best, Carmilla. Oh my, I think I'm going to enjoy watching your progress, Witty. Let's see your hard work. Can't have you failing exams now. Let's take some potions. Okay, so... Let's see. What do I need to learn? The rest of our spells I need. So I have 3 purples. Okay, so I need 6 purples, a blue, and a yellow. So I can make purples. So, purple, blue, and yellow. With you. I got a bunch of yellow. Is there basically no customers? I was lounging near the crash register, flipping through a magazine. That's when I got in trouble by someone clearing the throat. Glancing up, I saw Damien, who looked extremely uncomfortable. After my usual dance around them and then shying away, they finally confessed to having lost an ear that they were now looking to replace. Using that creature, they were looking at a fitting one in a flash, rewarding me with one of Damien's rare smiles and a pat on the back from Mr. West. Then I even got more. I even got more tips than usual. Nightshade, it's the best. Find you someone from the rest. Saying quietly to myself, I just stayed inside the human shop, doing my best to keep the wares clean and tidy. Which, come to think of it, was kind of necessary. It was starting to get gross in here, especially the drapery. Just look at these curtains, make you want to sneeze. I should probably take them outside before I start beating them. And 1 and 2, a 2 and a 2, a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. I go tug them down, and the cloud of dust ambushes me as I do so. By the time it clears, there's a wall behind the drapery, but an ancient portrait framed in gold. A familiar dark-haired woman gazes at me with an empty yet captivating violet eyes, and I... Wait a second. Carmilla? Yes, sweetness? I don't hear your approach, so I whip my head around and see you standing beside me. I jump up my skin a little. This is you, right? Not like a great-great-grandmother that also happens to be your doppelganger? Indeed it is. What keen eyes do you have? It's a portrait of yours truly, the eternal gorgeous Countess of Cornelia. Ah, what an era that was. Basically, you were nobility? She folds her arm and raises her brow a bit. She gives my chest a small poke with her index finger. Where I most definitely still am. Yes, of course, my lady. But wait, what is this painting even doing here anyway? She doesn't respond. Rather, when I look over, she's tracing a finger over the filaments on the portrait's frame. No doubt gathering dust from whatever era she's seeing in that far-off gaze. Just a minute, oh, Countess. The frame's a little crooked. Oh, no, wait, don't touch! Too late, I grasp the film and adjusted accordingly. When I do, the scrap paper falls out from behind the painting. Huh? What's this? I lifted the parchment. It's a faded pencil sketch of a woman with hair that flows like the ocean waves and eyes as dark as the moonless night. There's something mischievous in her smile that draws me in. Whoa, what a beauty! Don't... Oh, fork and rack, Carmilla snatched the picture out of my hand with a fury in her eyes and a crease in her brow. I blink, taking it back a bit and a bit hurt. It's just drawing, so what's the problem? Unless... A friend of yours? Camilla sighs, takes a lingering look at the photo, and gently runs a finger across the girl's paper cheek. In a manner of speaking, yes. She was my I was never sent to pursue the human of her caliber. I'm willing to bet there's an impossibly good story behind it all. Oh, there most certainly is. There's a glint in her eyes. She takes one last look at the portrait, slowly rolls it back up with extreme tenderness. Guess not surprised at at all that the picture is still in good condition, which handles it like that.
6 centuries ago.
A little delicacy came forthwith to my manor. She was hoping to hunt me as revenge for an incident that occurred in her village. Unbeknownst that she herself would become my quarry.
For months.
For months we played a game of cat and mouse, pushing each other to the limit, but never quite gaining the upper hand. Eventually, I cornered her in an alleyway, leaning forward as if sitting on the edge of my seat. And then what? You drink her blood? Nearly to the last drop. Camille smiles, and there's something forced about her cheer when she speaks. I see her running fingertips around the edge of the page.
Until.
Some no good busybody arrived and to save her. I barely escaped my life that night. Gosh, how'd you do that? I outsmarted them, naturally. She flicks her hair off her shoulder with the back of her hand.
You know?
Paris are apex predators, as you should be fully aware by now. When faced against mere mortals, we always come out on top. Unless it's Van Helsing. Okay, but if that's all true, why do you look like you're about to cry? Camilla's jaw hardens. I feel like she's about to chew me out. Before a long and very awkward pause, she laughs the kind of laugh of someone who has resigned themselves to a most pitiful fate. I suppose isn't easy to hide affairs of the heart from a master matchmaker, is it? You caught me twice today, little witch. I open my mouth to reply, but the pained look on her face brings to me a halt. And suspicion starts to build up within my chest. With a sigh, she tucks the roll of paper back from behind the portrait.
My dear.
But lady, my dear, there are some plots that are not worth digging into. Her pierce spoken, Camilla returns to doing him toward leaving me alone with my thoughts. I guess there's no helping her now, no matter how much I want to be there for her. Alright, we'll continue this again on another video, maybe next year, or maybe I'll just upload 2 of them. Well, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. GoldenOne out.